ladies, I'll let you know. Once you love a guy, does not mean he's gonna appreciate anything you f***ing do.
Why you have your hand on me like you're giving me a lecture? Come here, boy. Yeah, I haven't been paddleboarding. God, years. My parents have some at the house, but I just used it a few times. Also, in Florida, there's alligators, and so like I'm not really.
Like in the lakes. And
yes,
swamps.
I mean I know like growing up in Florida, you're not supposed to be afraid of alligators, but I was afraid of alligators.
Yeah.
So, like I don't know. I always was a little sketch of the water. Sharks, alligators, always like when you're in the water, you're in their territory. So, but once you go up north where we are, they're at least. Yeah, they're not in the water here, so.
Yeah.
There's copperheads here, though, which we found a copperhead the other day.
Like a day ago.
Yeah, yesterday, was it?
Yesterday.
Yeah. So I found some juicy questions that couples can ask each
You just
other.
like didn't even talk about the snake after you brought it up.
Well, yeah, because,
Anyway,
let's be honest. How many
questions.
people are going to listen to us talk about a snake?
Probably not, but
Not
I mean,
many
you
people.
brought it up and let me just carry
I
the
needed to
conversation.
break the ice a little bit because
Um,
you had a long day on the water. I had a long day at work looking at a computer screen. So sometimes you need to start the conversation with a warm up of the brain.
Okay, so.
So the first question, these are juicy. Some of them are juicy.
Are they juicy? I doubt it.
Some of them are juicy. Some of them
genuinely doubt it.
Some of them are just actually thought provoking. So this one's going to be an easy one. Should you prioritize your relationship or career?
You go first.
I feel like there's a way to do it hand in hand. Like, I think that the easier for me, like, I would understand if you broke up with me, if, like, for some reason, what's like a famous trainer? Like a famous, like, what if like some big girl trainer in LA was like, hey, you can work underneath me for, I don't know, for like I don't know, like, I don't know the training, like, what's a famous trainer? Like, that's huge.
And that's when I break up with you?
No, but I'm saying if something like that happened, like if you had a big opportunity that forced you to go move somewhere for training or like your dream of something, then I would be, and then you could only go. I would be like, okay. And then, but like, it would have to be something so astronomical where we would have to try it out first, do long distance. And if that didn't work, then, but like, I would say, but if it's like, oh, you're going to move just to work like a shitty job or like just to get out of here, then, but like, so I think there's a way to do it. So if I had like a big break on something, it wouldn't be, I would definitely be like, okay, I'm going to go pursue this. We have to try long distance.
Okay, repeat the question for me.
So is it appropriate? Oh, wait, that's a different question. Should you prioritize your relationship or your career? And my answer is, I think you should always try prioritizing them both first. And if you cannot do both of them, go after your passion.
I feel like relationship.
Because you don't want to like be like us 70 years old and be like, yeah, just because of Weston, I couldn't follow my dreams. You
Yeah.
don't want to be that old person that's for.
So like relationship or career, I feel like that is a black and white question. Yeah. Like I feel like there is absolutely no way you would recognize or like establish what you were gonna do in a situation to where you had to pick like the love of your life or your career, and then if you were like a ride or die career person, I feel like it's an easy pick.
Yeah.
And the other way around, it's an easy pick. But I feel like there should really be no judgment call to where you even are allowing like a career or a relationship. And if you do have to choose between a career and a relationship, I hope you always choose career. If that's ever
that's if your career is your passion. Like if you're
like,
if you're just,
that's what I'm saying. Like if you're ever on a line of like, oh, I'm choosing someone and you're doubting them in any sense. If it's your true love and you're doubting them in any sense, like, oh, my career means more, like, automatically choose your career.
Yeah, I
like
feel
there's
like-
nothing wrong with that. Some people aren't.
And if you truly love
lovebirds
someone, you'll
and-
try. Like,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. Some people aren't willing to try those. Some people don't want that in their lives. Some people only know career-based everything. So, like, if someone's gonna...
Sorry, I made that face because
I'm not gonna ask a question to that to someone who's literally just, like, one side or the other. You know what I mean? And for people who don't know how to answer that question 100%, like, you're slap dab in the middle. And they both suck. So, I mean... I don't even know what my answer was to that question, but
All right, next
if you're
question.
with both of them, choose the one you're stronger with. Always.
I love that answer. All right, so this one's a little softball one as well. What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you on a date with one another?
With one another, like me and you.
Well, I just added with one another but yeah, it doesn't have to be with, or just in general. Because these are like relationship questions. So I was like,
Do you even know the most embarrassing thing that's happened to me on one of our first dates? Like, do you even comprehend what happened? Do you?
I guess, are these dates counting when we weren't dating, or when we were dating, or like
Like when we
we're in
first
a
started.
relationship, or like before that?
No, because everything.
So-
it's before because
Okay,
everything
okay.
after our relationship was
So,
like we were
I-
fucking married.
So then I go first,
Cool.
or you? Oh, I went first last time. You go first.
Probably the time I literally got my period when.
Oh, the first date.
Yeah.
And then we had to go to like Walgreens at like 12
In the
a.m.
middle of the night, like yeah, that was so good.
the first date we ever
That was
had.
yeah, exactly. So,
So
I'm
we
like,
started
where?
off-
I'm like, where was your head? Like,
Started-
there's no been.
Well,
there's
mine
no
was
good
when
dates.
that cricket jumped on me when.
Oh my god!
That was like the second date.
Literally,
We're eating pizza, and then all of a sudden this giant fucking.
we're at Elexius
But,
in Atlanta.
But it wasn't a cricket. It was like a flying mantis or something like that. It was like this stick bug looking thing that just hit me in the back. I was like, oh! And then it just flew away. So I guess that's the most
I feel
embarrassing.
like after that, we were like, damn, we love each other.
It's a sign.
All it takes is a bug.
Yeah, that was a weird time. No, it's a kind of. What kind of parents do you think you'll be?
I have this.
I'm thinking good cop, bad cop.
Oh, like together? Absolute. Like, not even going into like deep ass freaking detail.
Yeah, it says what kind of parents do you think you'll be? Yeah.
Okay, so me and Weston, this will be the good cop. No, the good cop. This will be the bad cop. And
I was like, what the fuck?
he will literally
Play the game.
make fun of our kids, play games with them, act
Oh, yeah,
like they're
scare them.
above me, and
What? No, I would
oh
not.
my
no.
god, you act
No.
like that way about with the dogs. Like
a dog and a
nah.
human is way too.
Oh my god, are dogs
no.
above humans?
No, humans are above dogs. You have to be stricter with a human than a dog, because if you,
I just feel like
because if you like the dog, the kid's gonna grow up past.
I just feel like
that.
Weston always wants to get away with things like with the dogs, so it's always gonna be
This is my
that with
thoughts
the
with
kids.
dogs. Dogs are like, they are like forever 2-year-olds or 1-year-olds. Like, but with a human, you know they're gonna get past that age. So you,
I
would
think
not
we'll be. I think for in my mind will be everything that I have always wanted.
Yeah, I think yeah. me too.
In a sense, like
What have you always wanted?
just like the way of life, the like you have this, but I don't. Like the closeness of family that you take advantage for sometimes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, the closeness of family, the very present lives of mom and dad. Like mom and dad will be very present in their lives, and then just like end off with just growing them into like who I see, like what I feel is best for the world and for their being. Like I don't know. I feel like growing humans and trying to figure out what they're gonna, follow your lead for. I feel like it's all the good things between both of us. and just go walking out into the world knowing that they're like their own being and being kind always, but like also not taking any shit. Like I feel like I'm gonna be a hard parent, but a really nice parent.
Yeah, definitely gonna be a hard / like a perfect balance of both.
Like,
And
yeah.
I feel like this is what probably every parent goes into thinking. Oh, I'm gonna be the like. Some probably think I'm gonna be super strict. I feel like
I also feel like some people will go into that being like, I'm gonna be like a pushover, but not actually saying it. Like just the aspects of like a pushover and like all that stuff. Because like I feel like my mom was a pushover, and but like not in a bad way though. Just like what she inherited, like being a single mom with 3 kids. Like, would you rather her be a pushover, or would you rather her be like really strict on all 3 kids? You know what I mean?
No,
so
yeah,
I feel like
I understand. What
different
you're saying.
things that you like inherit to make you a parent.
Next question. What's the best gift your significant other has given to you?
I don't think I've experienced it yet.
What the cruise wasn't a good gift?
Yeah, that was a good, that was a good guess.
I've given out of the gifts I've ever given you. What's the best one?
Oh, out of all of them?
Yeah. You can't think about the future gifts. Which that we. For me, I would say this necklace was probably the one I used the most. So
probably. I mean, probably the cruise. You haven't really given me anything.
The cruise,
like
those
presents.
The Leon Bridges albums.
Right, those records are cool.
Where are those? Are those upstairs?
They're in a very safe space because they can't be too wet or too moist.
Yeah.
You have to put them in an air temperature.
Maybe what I need to get for
You can't have
my,
them touched
office,
all the time.
You should buy like a record player for my office.
I mean, you can. It's not for your office. It's for the main area.
I know, but if you're gonna so they're in the closet. Oh, nice. That honestly, we used to play those records all the time.
Yeah.
We need either. Oh wait, did we ever find the plug for your record? Probably not. Okay, next question.
I just want to buy a new one. I wanted to buy a new one since we left Jacksonville. It's been a year or so.
Next question. Is it fair to break up with someone via text or social media?
It depends on what happened in that relationship, but probably yeah.
I feel like it depends. Like if it's something
like absolutely not until it's like a childish relationship to where you know what I mean, to where like that seems pretty normal. So probably, I mean, no. I think we're like different levels than that question.
Should you disclose your mental health issues to a partner early in a relationship? And if so, how early?
As soon as you're like, oh my God, I might be falling in love, tell him the problems.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I couldn't even, honestly, like that question goes out of the window because I couldn't even fucking hide like the depression or like the sadness I was in once I started to love you. Like it was like it was like so annoying to the point where it's like I might as well tell you to see if you actually love me. Like it's like getting back at them. Like I might as well tell you all the bad things about me to see if you actually love me. Like ride or die, unconditional love. As soon as you start falling for it and know it's there, spill the beans, because the beans, I don't care how good they are, they will not wait for you.
This one's not for us, but I guess maybe for people at home who have long distance relationships. Can you truly love someone without ever having met them in person? I feel like this is actually more common than we think, like because of video calls now.
No. And if you do, I am so sorry for you. You obviously lack things in your personal life or in your love life that like allows you to feel love on a certain level. I'm being so true because I've thought about this before. I actually have witnessed this firsthand because.
So you wouldn't love someone if you like like if you couldn't, like even if you had video calls and whatnot?
So I talked to this guy for like I'll give you a firsthand reason why it's like hell no. So I talked to this guy for at least 8 months before he moved to Atlanta, and we knew he was moving to Atlanta. Like it was a beautiful thing, and over the phone,
it's a beautiful thing, so beautiful.
Yeah, it was so beautiful. Over the phone, it was great. Via FaceTime, it was great. Talking to his family members and like,
What the fuck?
talking to his family members
That's
like
some
on a
creepy,
casual type of thing. Like, oh, we're FaceTiming. What's up, Jay? Oh, it's my brother. Like, yeah, it's like normal things. But as soon as you get in person, it's like,
Oh, you're not as tall as I thought.
you figure out how people will judge you differently in person. You figure out
Yeah,
like
it is true.
how you connect with somebody differently in person, the way they carry themselves, the way they act, the way you look into their eyes. All those things are like a huge obstacle to get over. So like me and this guy were literally like, oh, we liked each other, and then he moved to Atlanta and we met, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like so my answer
like
is you can.
literally 6 months wasted out of my life.
So like I think my answer says yes, you can, but as soon as you meet each other in person, actually, that's gonna elevate the love to actually true love or
It's
just
either
lust.
it's either like
Like you could convince yourself you love
30%.
Like you can convince yourself you love that person, and then if you never meet them in person, then you will love that person. So like yes, but then true love, I feel like you have to.
I literally remember being like, meeting this person and being like, oh my god, fuck. It's exactly not what I thought it would be. So like true love, you're right. You cannot predict that.
What's the most ridiculous argument you've ever had with your partner?
You can go first. I went first last.
What's the most ridiculous argument you've ever had with your partner? I would say the hardest one, the most ridiculous one is probably whenever we have drunk arguments. I don't know, like every time we get plastered, which is not often, but we will bicker and just sometimes bicker over stupid things. Like
hiccups.
Like how much one ate at like, or like how one person left each other at the bar for too long. I don't know. We like, I feel like, or one argument I feel like we did have once was over watching like Netflix, and like you getting mad at me for not like watching a Netflix with you or something like that, because I wanted to watch YouTube.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I think that's a pretty continuous argument. She doesn't like that I prefer watching just like YouTube videos.
Totally not true. It's totally not true.
I guess that's my answer.
I cannot get over the heck. Can we take a pause?
All right. No, the next one's here for you. What's the most ridiculous argument? Just right then when you got mad at me.
Ridiculous. Like long lasting argument? I mean, assuming because we have a lot of ridiculous small arguments, like me having the hiccups and you being inconsiderate of that. So
okay, well, that could be your answer. Next question. Actually, the most ridiculous argument was us arguing over her answer about the most ridiculous.
I just honestly, he's so annoying.
All right.
How do people even fall in love? Oh my god, sorry, that was a big hit.
All right, what's the best thing your spouse has done or ever did for you on an occasion?
Probably just my birthday cruise.
That was fun. And then also was kind of like the entryway of us like, okay, let's start planning a yearly trip. And I feel like this year we should do 2 because the one on your birthday next year is essentially already paid for because my parents are already going to be in Boca Grande, so we're just going to tag along, and they go every year. So we need to think of one more.
Yeah.
For me, you're so unromantic. I'm joking. That's what she says to me all the time.
We just won't speak about that.
Yeah, I would say,
He's so not romantic.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess maybe just going and grabbing food somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
Where have you taken me?
Ladies, what was the question?
Let me reread the question.
Reread the question, because
what's the best thing your spouse ever did for an occasion?
okay, maybe getting food. Maybe getting food. Ladies, I'll let you know. Once you love a guy, does not mean he's gonna appreciate anything you fucking do, or anything that gets reciprocated.
Name a special occasion.
Name a special occasion, and you picked food for us.
No. It's one that you planned.
Food.
What are
Oh
you
my
talking
God.
about? What special occasion?
How about like any of the birthdays? I put in his first birthday, I gave him shoes.
That's not a special occasion.
And I printed out. Yes, it is.
That's a gift. That should have been your gift answer.
Special occasion goes to food.
So I was thinking a special occasion is like going somewhere, not like getting a gift. So if you're talking about a special occasion as a gift, then yeah, the shoes was a good special occasion.
Is a special occasion always a vacation?
No, it's just like going somewhere. I don't know. Maybe. What is an occasion?
Oh my God. I mean, I would say a special occasion, anything that makes you feel special. Birthdays,
when we went to the park
anniversaries,
that one time.
Christmas. Oh my God, I'm gonna shoot.
Remember we went to the what park was that? When we went and parked somewhere, and then was that the Orlando Park, right? What park is that name? It's escaping me.
Piedmont?
Piedmont? We went to Piedmont Park? Is that what?
Oh, was that you?
Yeah, that was me. Remember we went there? Oh, you thought it was someone else. She cheating on me. Next question. What would you do if the other person cheated on you?
Suck him in his nose, make his teeth bleed.
What are some annoying habits exhibited by other couples that irritate you? Something that other couples do that annoy you.
Oh my gosh. If this is not like server territory. I have the hiccups. Sorry. But one of the biggest things is like couples that go out to eat but don't talk for themselves. Like they'll talk for one another. Like it's a different thing.
You know you did that for me.
that.
You did that for me at that Southern restaurant.
Oh my God.
And the reason why you literally never do it, but you've said this before, and then when you were doing it at the Southern restaurant, I'm like, she's doing what she doesn't like.
Yeah, no, but I notice what I'm doing because I know what you want already. It's not like though when I meet some girlfriends who are like, oh, he'll get a Peroni.
Yeah, that is actually a good
answer. And then
answer.
they're just guessing, and then the husband's like, oh, I would have got this, and that. And girlfriend, oh, I ordered you this. You don't like it?
Yeah.
Shut up.
For me, I feel like when couples are too like it's a party full of couples or just a party with your friends, and then you have that weird couple that's just like always on each other the whole time. It's like, yo, guys, like let's just chill. Let's chill. Let's like, and then like kissing and like they're like sitting on each other's laps the whole time, and you're like, yo, let's just hang out. We don't need the.
So we can't
get a room. I get the having an arm around each other, but then like, have you ever been like when people start getting drunk and they're like, you have that couple that is like making out in the corner the whole time, and you're like, yo, it's no one else is doing that. Like just leave, go home. Like you don't need to be making. You guys live together. Like I get like sitting on each other's laps and whatnot, but you know, there's a time and place for touching each other.
Don't touch me.
Let's see. What
My hiccups are like taking over my entire life.
Okay, we'll do one more question before you die of your hiccups. How can couples maintain a healthy sex life even after years of being together? And I think this is for us looking forward, because right now, 3 years is nothing compared to like an old people who have lived 20, like my parents. I don't know how long they've been, like 30 years or something like that, maybe. I feel like the most basic question or answer is, so the most basic answer is like, what was I going to say? Always dating the other person. That's the most basic answer, but
I feel like you have to, just like you said, like dating someone, but I feel like you have to be sexually attracted to
their booty.
That whole being. You know what I mean? Like there's some days where I'm like, oh my God, ew. So I literally, we do it all the time. I think that was...
We do it? We do it all the time.
But I'm saying, like, I feel like we, like, have to want...
Why do you have your hand on me like you're giving me a lecture? Come here, boy.
I don't know. I feel like
one day.
I feel like if I ever stopped... That question ends as soon as I stop thinking you as, like... you satisfying my sexual needs. Like, I don't know. I feel like I can't even answer that question because it's like you either do or you don't. And if you don't, like, see you later. Like, if we stop, I'd be like, maybe I'd last a month and be like, do you not feel the same thing we felt in the beginning? Like, see you later, alligator. Like hold on. Hold on.
Where are you going with this?
That sounds so bad. But, like, hold on to, like... the butterflies.
Put your hand back. I need this lecture.
Hold on to the butterflies and all the stuff that you feel like with one another, because ultimately, down to a science, it's like not banging in my eyes. Like you're like not even making love. You're like connecting.
Oh, yeah.
You're connecting with someone to like the deepest level possible on earth. Like being inside one another. Sorry, that was very vulgar, but like also.
Okay, the next question is how do you communicate to your partner about doing something sexually that they don't want to do? There's
2 ways. You either just
fucking do it.
Just say it out loud. Say it out loud or humiliate yourself. Like You're not humiliating yourself if it's to your partner who loves you unconditionally. Like, true. And if they look at you sideways because you have a fantasy, literally run, okay? But
so what I like doing,
and the other sense is just drop a bomb. Like I tickle my toe.
What
like
the fuck?
When you're in it,
I like when you tickle my toe.
Suck on that fucking knuckle. You know what I mean?
What the What I do is like mid-sex, I just raise my hand and then I wait for them to call on me, and then
Weston.
Can we do?
Like, just don't be shy and be like very forward.
Yeah.
And when you're very forward and you're yourself, if they ever knock you down, like it's not meant to be.
Can't ever knock me down.
No, but I'm so serious.
All right.
Don't be shy when it comes to humiliating your partner.
We only got like 5-6 minutes until I'm out of foot.
Love you so much.
All right, so I feel like we should do more podcasts about couples, relationships,
stuff.
And maybe some about political stuff, but we need to do research.
And maybe I'll have a boyfriend next time we talk.
What?